What's up, Rich Squad? It's me, Dominic, and I'm back to give you my second Q&A. The first Q&A was a big success. I love the way it turned out, and I asked you guys to send your videos in or your questions to dominicrichfc@gmail.com, and you did, so I'm here to answer the questions. You know, it takes me a while to get this Q&A going, but trust me, I'll get to it. So if you want to be a part of the next Q&A, just send your questions to that email down below. I love video questions, guys. Video questions have, you know, top priority. So send in your video questions and you can be a part of the video. But guys, I'm gonna get into the first question, and this question is from Raphael Feliz Rafmatic. Take it away.
Hey, what's up, Dominic? I was wondering, how did you become a Manchester City fan? The reason I'm a Liverpool fan is because I watched a video of Steven Gerrard, and ever since then, I've been a Liverpool fan since January of 2008. And the first match that I watched live online, it was Liverpool versus Barnsley in the FA Cup, and that match didn't turn out the way I thought it would. So, what's the reason that you are a Manchester City fan?
All right. What's the reason that I'm a Manchester City fan? You see I'm wearing the away kit right now. The reason I'm a Manchester City fan. All right. So, I've been watching football since I was a little kid. But I mostly watched international football because I didn't have cable growing up and stuff like that. I didn't have access to the club football. But I never started watching club football until only like a few years ago. Like, I showed no interest in club football. I was like, I prefer international football and so forth, so forth. But I knew about Manchester City. I knew I'm a student of the game, basically. I like to follow everything. Like, I like to follow football in Germany, Spain, Italy, France, wherever you name it. I did not have a team. Like, I was like a nomad. I didn't have a home, you know. So since I started making videos, I said, you know what, man, I can't be making videos and be a complete neutral. I need a home team. I need a base. I need a team that I'm going to root for devoutly. And come on, guys, it was Manchester City. And the reason why I chose Manchester City, it's because, first of all, I just like the whole swagger of Pep Guardiola. And then when City began the season and they defeated Liverpool in that I think it was a 5-0 match, I think that really did it for me. Like, I was in between, like, Real Madrid. Do I want to go for Bayern Munich? Who do I really want to back? Like, who do I really want to just settle with? You know, it's like being a player, having a lot of options, and, you know, you finally decide to settle down with one girl. Well, City is that girl, and I think I made the right choice. I think I made the right choice. I'm being completely honest. Some of you guys may have been following, you know, club football and being a fan of Manchester City way long before I did. But guess what? There's always room for new people. So that's why I became a Manchester City fan. I just love the whole stability in the team and the players, the coaches, the manager, and I just love their whole, you know what I mean, the drive. You know, the team wants to achieve, they want to be the best. They want to compete against Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, PSG, Man United, Chelsea, you name it. But Rafmatic, thanks for your question. I hope I answered it well and explain to you guys the reason I'm such a devout City fan right now. So for the second question of the Q&A, BL2 asks, bro, are you going to Russia? Smiley face. If so, which team are you going to support? If not, which team will you support from home? Well, we don't know the 32 teams yet, but for the 23 teams that have qualified, okay, first of all, I don't think I'm going to Russia because it's going to be too hectic there, and, you know, I'm going to have a lot of, you know, logistics to work out, like getting time off from work, you know, booking a hotel, you know, it's going to be too much, getting tickets. So I will not be going to the World Cup in Russia. I will be watching the games from home. But the teams I'm going to support so far, I'm definitely going to support Iceland. I'm going to watch the Brazil games because that's going to be a lot of attractive football. I would love to watch the Spain matches as well. Like, Spain play really good football. I will support Spain, the Spanish team as well. So that's Spain, Brazil, Iceland, of course. I basically will be somewhat of a neutral watching the World Cup because, you know, like, I watch the games and wherever my heart goes, I back for that team. But I really want to see Iceland do well in the World Cup though. And, you know, I don't really want to give away too much of who I think will win the World Cup and all that. But let's say I'll be supporting Brazil, Iceland, let's say Spain, Portugal, Germany, France. There's going to be a lot of teams I'll be supporting because I just want to see really good, exciting football. And may the best team wins. May the best team wins. But I hope that answers your question. What team are you going to support BL2? So on to the next question. And this question is from yours, Tahab. He asked, who inspired you to watch soccer? And what was the first World Cup match you ever watched and remember? Thank you. Okay, I told this story before. Who inspired me to watch soccer or football? Well, I was in school. I was like really young. I was in elementary school, primary school, and the Football Federation came to my school and they introduced us to the World Cup. That was World Cup '98. And, you know, ever since then, I just got excited about, you know, the World Cup and, you know, just the sport, watching the sport, but particularly World Cups. I only used to watch like World Cups. In between the World Cup, I didn't really have access to cable TV and all of that, so I couldn't really catch a lot of matches, club football and whatnot. So I will say that time, that's what inspired me to start watching football. And my first match, I can't remember the first match I actually saw, but I remember the first matches that I could remember watching was from World Cup 1998. That World Cup that France won, that was in France. Brazil versus France in the final. You know, I could remember that game clearly. I remember when England got knocked out of the penalty shootouts, and you know, it was an awesome World Cup, man. I remember a lot of memories from that World Cup. So, you know, I hope that answers your question. What was your first World Cup match you could remember watching? Let me know down in the comment section below. Okay? So next question is not a video question, but this was from Mauricio Vasquez. Mauricio asks, who do you think will win La Liga, EPL, Bundesliga, and Ligue 1? Which country would you like to visit? So, okay, first of all, who I think will win La Liga this season? Well, Real Madrid won it last season. I think Barcelona is going to take it this season. I'm a Real Madrid fan, but, you know, things haven't started out too well. So, you know, I think Barcelona will edge them out this year and take the La Liga trophy. Despite losing Neymar to PSG, I think they will win La Liga. As of the EPL, well, of course, guys, Manchester City is going to win the English Premier League title for the 2017-2018 season. Mark my word, it's a little too early, but I got my fingers crossed on that. I know Man United fans will be furious at me for saying this. Well, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, maybe Liverpool have a shout, but these teams are languishing like way behind, you know. So for the Bundesliga, I think Bayern Munich will take it again. I had, you know, doubts that they wouldn't win it this year because of the whole, you know, Carlo Ancelotti, you know, fiasco and all of that. But Jupp Heynckes, he's been there before. He's done it. He's won troubles and stuff. So I think, you know, the dust will settle and Bayern Munich will take the German Bundesliga this season. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, for Ligue 1, I think PSG is going to run away with it easy. They're going to take it back from Monaco with the likes of Neymar, Mbappe moving to PSG. They have Cavani, they have Dani Alves, Marco Verratti, PSG. I'm going to add one more. Italy, the Scudetto. Who do I think will win the Scudetto? Guys, this one will be a tricky one. We have Internazionale, you know, Spalletti, and them boys are trying to win it. We have Sarri and the boys from Napoli. We have Juventus, and we have Lazio. Those 4 teams, oh, don't forget Roma. Those 5 teams will be in the running for the Scudetto. Which one do you think will win? I think, for some reason, I think, you know, Internazionale will take it. You know, a lot of people are not like, you know, don't have them as their favorites. They think, oh, Napoli or Juventus might resurge and, you know, take the Scudetto. But Inter, man, Inter. So I hope that answers your question, and Mauricio Vasquez. So guys, don't forget to send more questions in at dominicrichfc@gmail.com for more videos like this. Let's keep this thing going. I love doing it. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is from Josh Nicholas. He asked, hey Dom, do you keep up with MLS? If so, which team do you think will win the playoffs? Okay, the MLS playoffs were just, you know, decided maybe a few days ago. And for your answer, I do not watch the MLS. I tried, but even when I try watching the highlights, I'm like, what am I watching? Like, the standard is like so below par comparing to the English Premier League. I'm like, what am I watching? Not to hate on US soccer or anything, but it's just not really my cup of tea. And I don't find the games that exciting. You know, maybe one day if they switch up the whole system, that I might start watching it. I don't watch MLS. I don't watch. Maybe in the future I'll go to a game. You know, I try to go to a NYFC or New York Red Bulls game, but I have not showed any interest in MLS soccer so far in my entire life. Who do I think will make the playoffs? Who do I think will win the playoffs? Okay. Let's just say NYFC because they're affiliated with Manchester City. Well, I hope that answers your question, Josh Nicholas. Let's move on to the next question. This question is a video question from George Huvardas. I hope I say your name correctly. So George, take the floor.
Hey my boy Dom, I got 2 questions. Who do you reckon will win the Champions League season? And who do you reckon a European team will win the World Cup? If yes, who? If no, which country will it come from and confederation? Keep up the good work, brother.
Alright, so George Huvardas wants to know who do I think will win the Champions League season. Well, who do I think will win and who do I want to win are 2 different things. So I'm going to switch your question and say who do I want to win. I want Manchester City to win, guys. City for the win. City for the win, guys. I want City to win the Champions League. This would be awesome for the club, man. This would be big, you know, because teams like Chelsea have won the Champions League, Liverpool have won the Champions League, Manchester United have won the Champions League, but City have never won the Champions League. So we want to be up there. We want to be in the conversation of Champions League winners, you know. Barcelona have done it. Real Madrid have won it. Bayern Munich have won it. We want to be in the conversation. Porto have done it. So Ajax have done it. So Manchester City have never done it. So we want to be in that conversation. So I think City will win, and I want them to win. I'm confident in my team. If they don't win, they don't, but that's who I want to win. Okay, do I think a European team will lift the World Cup? And if not, which team from what confederation will win? Or if a European team doesn't win, what confederation will lift the World Cup? I think that's what you said. So, okay. This one is tough. This is tough because we have two confederations lifting the World Cup in the past. We have Brazil, Uruguay from South America, Argentina also, and we have, you know, a lot of European teams lifting the World Cup. So the World Cup is a tussle between CONMEBOL and UEFA. Where will it go? Where will it go this time around? Guys, I think it's going to CONMEBOL. I'm not going to tell you which team because I want to leave that for next video, but it's going to go to CONMEBOL. Will it go to Argentina? Will it be Messi's World Cup glory? Or will it go to Brazil? And would it be World Cup glory for Neymar? Or could it go to Uruguay? Who knows? Or will it go back to France? Italy, if they even make it. Spain, Portugal, Germany, or maybe even Poland or Iceland, England, who knows? But I hope that answers your questions. You know, I don't want to give away the World Cup one just yet, but it will go to CONMEBOL. I think it will go to CONMEBOL. It will be between CONMEBOL and UEFA. But that's all the questions I have for today, guys. Please leave your questions down below for the next Q&A. dominicrichfc. Please participate, guys. Thanks for everyone who have participated in this Q&A. I love it. It's awesome. It's a mystery. You know, I never know what questions I'm going to get. So to answer these questions is very, very challenging to me. So I love the challenge. So keep them questions coming. If you send questions before in the first Q&A and this one, you can send again. I'll put it in the video. And guys, thanks again. Thanks for watching. That's all I have for now. So until next time, I would like to say thanks. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and peace out. Rich Squad!